my amazing people, you are welcome back to my channel. A very big thank you to my new and returning subscriber. So in this video I'm going to be making crunchy and delicious chocolate chin chin. So as you can see in my bowl, I added 500 grams of all-purpose flour. That is 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Here I'm going to be adding my sugar. So this is my yogurt container. It's 125 grams. But as you can see, the container was not full. I added just 80 grams of sugar. Add sugar to your taste, my people. So here is my nutmeg. I added half teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm going to be adding half teaspoon of salt. So after adding my salt, I'm going to be using my hand to mix all my dry ingredients together. So here I'm going to be adding my chocolate powder. This chocolate powder is natural, there's no sugar, but if you don't have this type, you can use the chocolate with sugar. I added 1/3 cup of chocolate to my 500 grams of all-purpose flour. So if you don't want your chin chin to be too dark, you can reduce the amount of chocolate. So for me, I use 1/3 cup. Here is my 75 grams of soft butter. My butter is soft, as you can see. After I'm done adding my butter, just make sure you use your hand to mix everything together very well. Here is my milk. So I'm going to be adding my milk step by step. I want a very hard dough. I want a strong dough. So when I make my chin chin, I always use strong dough to make my chin chin, so that my chin chin will be it will come out very crunchy. And you know, most of us will love strong chin chin. That chin chin that will be crunching, that will be making that noise, crack, 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 you know that. So my dough is always hard, is always strong when I'm making my chin chin. This is it. I brought it out on my work surface just to knead it very well. As you can see, my dough is a hard dough. My people, as you can see in this recipe, in this my chin chin recipe, I didn't add egg to it, and I didn't add baking powder, so it's not compulsory at all. But if you want to add egg, you can add egg. So I'll just use my film to cover my dough to rest for 5 minutes. So here, after 5 minutes, this is my dough. I'm going to cut it into 2, and I'm going to be using my rolling stick to roll out my dough. So I'll just use my hand to knead it a little bit. As you can see here, this is my rolling stick. Then I'm going to be rolling out my dough. Please, my people, don't forget to follow me on Facebook and on Instagram at Maureen Cakes and More Kitchen. Yes, so I have other videos in my channel. If you want to see how I make my chin chin, just my normal chin chin, you can see the video in my YouTube channel. You can go and check it out. Crunchy and delicious chin chin, you will see it there. As you can see, I'm rolling out my dough. When I'm making my chin chin, I love to roll out my dough to be very thin. Yes, to be very thin. As you can see in this video, I roll out my dough very well to be thin. I roll it out to be very thin. You will see it. You will see what I'm talking about. You see it. You see my dough is very thin. Another thing, my people, I did add my flour on my work surface before I roll my dough, because my dough is not sticky. It's not sticky to my work surface. So if you know that your dough can be sticky to your work surface, or your dough is sticky to your work surface, you just have to sprinkle a little bit of flour on your work surface before you roll it out, or anytime you see that your dough is sticky. It can happen, so you can sprinkle flour to it. For me, my dough was not sticky. My dough is not sticky. When you see me, if you watch my video, you see I am not a fan of sprinkling flour on work surface. It happens, but it's not most time. I just roll out my dough like that without sprinkling any flour on my work surface. So everybody, we are not the same. If it happened that you need to sprinkle your dough, as you can see what I'm talking about, if you need to sprinkle your flour on your work surface, just sprinkle it. You see the way I cut my chin chin. I cut it on a straight line, and here you see the way I'm cutting it. So this cutting is your choice. Just cut it if you want it to be longer, smaller, bigger. So the choice is just yours. Cut it the way you want, the way you like it. For me, this is the way I like to cut this one today. So this is it. As you can see, my dough was not sticking to my work surface. You see the way it came out so beautiful. Here in this video, I use my pizza cutter. So if you don't have pizza cutter, you use your knife. So it's just the same thing. Here I'm just trying to separate the one that are joined together. So that's it, my people. I'm just going to use my pizza cutter to just put my chin-chin inside my plate. So this is the first batch, and I'll be doing the other one. I don't want this video to be too long, and when I'm done, I'm going to come back. So this is the two of them. So frying time, my people. Here my groundnut oil is already on fire. As you can see, I'm just going to be using one of my dough to test this groundnut oil. As you can see, my groundnut oil, it has started bubbling. Yes, so here just know that your groundnut oil is ready, because you have to be careful. Your groundnut oil should not be too hot, or should not be that it's not hot at all. So when you put your chin-chin in your groundnut oil, you have to use your spoon to shake it, so that when it is coming together, no, when it stick together, it will just it will help you to separate it. You see the way I'm doing it. So this is it. Just always try to turn it around so that it will fry very well. So my people, another thing in this video is that chocolate chin-chin is not easy. It's not easy for you to know that it is fried. So it's not easy to know that it is ready, because it's not going to turn golden brown. So golden brown, not this one. So me, what I do, I test my own. As you can see, this is the second time I'm testing it. When you test it, you will see it will be crunchy in your mouth. It will be cooked, and you will see that it is a little bit hard. It will not just be strong, that strong, but it will be strong a little bit. So that is how you are going to know that your chocolate chin-chin is ready. So as you can see, that is how I do mine. So when you test it, it will be a little bit hard in your mouth, and it will be cooked. So that is how you will know. Not too strong, but it will be a little bit strong. You know, when chin-chin have not finally cooled down, it will not be very hard. So just when you test it, you will see it will be it will be hard, but not totally hard. So that is how to know that that is how I know that my chocolate chin-chin is ready. Because this chocolate chin-chin, it will not turn golden brown. If you wait for it to turn golden brown, it will just burn. And when your chocolate chin-chin burn, you will not enjoy it. No. So this is it, my people. I'm still frying my chin-chin. As you can see, the groundnut oil I use. So I use 2 liters to fry this chin-chin. Don't forget to leave your question. If you have any question, don't forget. If you have not tried out this chocolate chin-chin, you have to try. If you are a lover of chin-chin, you have to try it out. It's very delicious. Wow, it's so good. I love it so much. I love it so much. So this is my chin-chin. I'm done frying it, guys. So I'm just going to spread it on my kitchen, my paper napkin. You see, I spread my paper napkin on my work surface before I now pour my chin-chin on top of it. So I'm just going to allow it to cool down. So this is my chin-chin. I'm just going to show you how it is. It came out so crunchy. It's very hard. You see it? Voila. So this is it, my people. It came out so crunchy, so crunchy. When you want that crackle chin-chin, voila, this is it. So it came out so crunchy, delicious. Just try out this chocolate chin-chin. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.